I asked ChatGPT to rank every. Like all those YouTubers that are very like enthusiastic about it. All right, so I asked ChatGPT to rank every episode. Sorry, no, to rank the best TV shows of all time, and here's what I got. So I haven't watched half of these shows and don't count some of them either. So let's just take away The Simpsons because we already know that's a goat TV show, and I haven't watched The Twilight Zone, The West Wing, and The X Files. So we're not gonna count that either. So with that left is The Sopranos and The Wire, both of which I haven't watched, but I already know that those are GOAT TV shows just so far. What I've read online and the reviews and ratings. So yeah, so we are left with like four good TV shows, which is just pure facts from ChatGPT here. Breaking Bad, Golding, Game of Thrones, Golding, Friends, Golding, and The Office, US, Golding. Breaking Bad is certainly one of the best TV shows of all time. In my opinion, it's the best TV show of all time in my own personal book. It is it really depicts how the main character Walter White starts to turn into a different alias or persona later on in the series, and the writing is just like perfect from start to end, perfect all throughout. And yeah, Vince Gilligan, Peter Gould, Thomas Schnauz, they are all fantastic writers because no other TV show has done it just as good as Breaking Bad has, but some TV shows have come close. The second one on the list is Game of Thrones, which I started watching, I think, at the start of 2023, which is also like a very good show. Right now, I'm taking like a bit of a break. I might start up season 5. The only reason I'm still like hesitating is because I heard that it starts to drop off in quality from season 5 and later on. And also, season 8 is like known as one of the worst final seasons of all time, I think. So yeah, I don't know if it's really worth it, but you can let me know down in the comments. But yeah, Game of Thrones is also a really good show from season 1 to season 4. I also held off on the show like for a really long time because I didn't know if like the genre was for me. I think it's fantasy, right? So yeah, I didn't know if it was for me. I didn't know if I was like interested in that type of genre because it just didn't really seem interesting to me, to be honest. But then I gave it a try at the start of 2023, and yeah, it paid off for real. It's just a really good show. Also, the writing, the sound, um, and they also reveal like little bits and pieces to keep you along, and it's also very interesting. It hooks you on like very easily at the start. One pet peeve or like one thing I didn't really like about the show was that, for example, let's just say that the characters will be like, um, the house down the street is going to get raided this afternoon, and then the next episode, the characters are just going to keep on talking as if the house down the street no longer exists, and you have to piece it together that the house, got raided and the people got killed. They never really like follow you along, not perfectly all the way through, like when they say things like that. So yeah, next on the list is Friends, which I also really agree with. This is like one of the best comedies for me. Right after The Office and maybe How I Met Your Mother. But yeah, Friends is also a really good TV show that I watched. I don't remember when I watched it, but when I did, it was very funny. I think I watched it after The Office, but yeah, not quite as funny as The Office, but also just, hilarious enough. And, the acting was alright from the cast, the ensemble cast. And I can definitely understand why this is in the talks of the best TV shows of all time because of the fan base and because of the time that it came out. So yeah, moving on to the list is The Office US. I'm going to give The Office UK a try. Let me know in the comments if it's good or not. But yeah, because I just really want to know if it's better than The Office US or just as good. But yeah, The Office US is the funniest show I've ever watched, and the acting was also very good. And it may just be me saying this, but I haven't really seen any other mockumentary TV shows like that. So I think they pioneered that genre. I'm not sure though. And of course, Steve Carell, John Krasinski, Jenna Fisher, all great actresses and actors. Also, Dwight Schrute is like the funniest character on that show. And yeah, not much else to say. It's a very good, funny show. Everyone should watch it at least. So yeah, I'm adding 4 more shows of my own in here. that are amongst like the best TV shows of all time. Dark. If you haven't watched Dark, I can't even give you details because it might spoil the show for you. So you have to give it a try. You have to go with it. And the first episode is pretty slow. I think the first 5 episodes are probably slow. I forget, but yeah, you just have to keep on watching and get to the end of season one. And then if you decide to leave, I would say that you're giving up very easily. But if you want to leave, then yeah. But yeah, it's a really good show, written fantastically. And the writer of the show, Yanti Frias, she is like one of the best writers on my list because I can't imagine like what I can't imagine the thought process behind the show and behind every episode because it's so well thought out and well written and it all makes sense and it's very trippy as well. And I think, well, I'm sure she thought of the whole story, maybe not every episode, but yeah, you got the point. Next on the list, this is going to sound crazy. Of course, it's probably not in the same like level as the other shows that I've listed, but it's still one of the best TV shows in my opinion, and that is Stranger Things, that everyone needs to give a try. Um, yeah, I don't. It's about like a fictional city called Hawkins, I think, and there's just something ominous about it, and something that goes on in private underground in this like U.S. government laboratory, and you start to uncover the mysteries. And the first two seasons are golden in my opinion. I really enjoyed the third season, but I heard that like it wasn't as great. But season four like rectifies every bad about the show because it's like it's been written in such a way that there has been someone orchestrating the whole events of everything, and you get to find out who it is, and it all makes sense. So it's a really good show. It's very enjoyable if it's not even because some shows can be enjoyable but written poorly, but this one is both. It's written well and very enjoyable. And then finally, well, actually, yeah, three shows that I'm gonna add next. Finally, is BoJack Horseman. I'm still trying to digest this show, sort of, because to be very honest, I didn't really like the ending. But I guess this is like a new type of TV show that I've found because in the previous review of mine, reviewing Banshees of Inisherin, I also voiced how I didn't really like the ending of that too. And I think these are just not really a new genre, but like a new type of TV shows and movies that like that have a deeper message in them, and it's not just like black and white, and it's not just all happiness and sunshine. There's something within it, and it's not always going to be happy. So yeah, um, yeah, this is a good show. I know it's a good show. I'm still trying to like get it, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Peace.